Okay, folks, this is how I order food in China. There might be easier ways, but this is what I do. First, we go into Google Chrome. It's important to use Google Chrome and type in ella.me. That's ele.me. And that will take me to ella.me. Now, the great thing is that Google Chrome, if you see the translation thing there, will translate the page, and that's how I get around not knowing Chinese. Sometimes you have to click that to make it translate, but here we get into the registration. That first line, you have to type in your phone number, your cell phone number, and it will send you a text message confirmation code that goes to your phone, and then you have to type that in the second line. So you click get the verification code, you'll get the text message, you type that 6-digit number that you'll receive in the text message in there, and then hit login. Now that logs you in. Your registration is done. However, you still need to enter your address. It does a detection there based on where your internet is, but you have to go into these settings here, address, and then add a new address. So I'm just using a fake name for the sake of this, but there we go. Now this is a tricky thing. I just WeChat it myself, my address in Chinese, so I could copy and paste, but you could email it to yourself or whatever. And I pasted it in the address part, put a phone number in there. It comes up with an error message for this position one. I just repost the address in there and it seems to work. So even with the error message, I get through that and here we are, it's in. So we can start to order. It might take a second to translate every time you load the page. Not a big deal. I'm going to order something on my favorite restaurant here. There's many restaurants though that you can go through. You can also see past orders. So I just clicked on the thing so you could see I have ordered a lot of food through here. Every single one came to me without any problems. I'm gonna go back and pick a restaurant. And this is my favorite. Sometimes that little menu that comes up on the side takes a second to translate. Not a big deal again. You just have to be patient. Sometimes Google Chrome won't translate it and you'll have to click on that little message box where it says translate it and get it to translate again. So it can be a little tricky sometimes, but not too bad. So I like these, so I'm going to add these to my cart. So we just hit selection. Now what this is asking, and it will translate in a second, is how big a portion I want. And I think the options here are 15 and 25 or 20, 15 and 20. So I can pick which size I want. I usually take 15. 15 is enough for 2 people usually. And then I add a Coke. Again, you're getting size here. The largest size is usually a 2 liter sometimes. If you're paying around 3 or 4 RMB, that is the size for a can or a bottle. So I kind of click around and then I say, okay, that's probably a bottle there. Hit that, add it to the shopping cart. And then I like gobaro, which is pot of meat. That's the sweet and sour pork that everyone seems to like. And I hit the little green button there just to get to my final order. I'm actually using my real account here, but we'll get through that. I have to put order note in there that I don't speak Chinese. So I go to Bing Translate. Usually I can just type translate into Bing. And then I write, I cannot speak Chinese. My WeChat can translate. And sometimes they do need to WeChat you if they're lost or they can't get into the buzzer's not working or something like that. So usually when they arrive, they call me on the phone and just tell me they're here. And if they have a problem, they'll WeChat me and WeChat will translate. So So I copy that and put it into the order notes every single time. We have to pay with Alipay or WeChat. You can't. There's no option for cash at the door. So you scan this with your WeChat money, and then it takes you to your confirmation. There, you're done. So we're just waiting. Now you get this screen after you hit that blue button. You have to hit this red button after the delivery arrives or the people won't get paid. So as soon as you get the food, like this. Hello. Thank you. You can confirm the order and then hit that blue button. And then the restaurant gets paid. The restaurant does not get paid until you do that, so very important to do that. And then you can evaluate the order. You don't have to evaluate the order. I usually do because there's a coin or a red envelopes thing here where you can kind of get discounts on food if you give good feedback. So I like this restaurant. I've ordered from them quite a bit. I submit my review and I got 20 gold coins, which I will eventually be able to use for some sort of discount in the future. So that's it.